Shalom, call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Makakodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. And shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. It's a quick lesson about this devil's fall, right? And we all know what comes before the fall, right? That would be the summer. No. Pride, all right? Hubris, all right? So the word hubris came. I was watching this this little documentary, if you will, on this submarine. So I figured I'd just this has to do. It's a metaphor for this devil's fall because he's so proud he thinks he could do anything. All right, going back to the Titanic where they said not even Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai can sink this ship, and now that mug is a reef. Anyway, Isaiah 23 and 9, the Lord of hosts hath purposed it to stain the pride of all glory and to bring into contempt all the honorable of the earth. Okay, now this is going back against the fall of Tyre, but you know, in the spirit, all of these kingdoms, right? The tyrants, if you will, are these are Hamites, as were the Egyptians were Hamites. Okay, the Babylonians were Hamites. Okay, and this is Babylon. This is Babylon the Great right here. Anyway, let's read some of these. The Lord Almighty hath planted to bring down her pride, Babylon, in all her splendor, and to humble all who are renowned. Right? This is what happened in the little submarine. Okay? The Lord of heaven's armies has done it to destroy your pride, Esau, and bring low all earth's nobility. Who was on that? Who was on that? In that failed expedition. Okay, pompous pride, to defile the pompous pride, glorious beauty, pride of all glory, to dishonor the pride, defile the pride. I'm looking for the word hubris. All right, that was the word because hubris and pride go hand in hand with the Titanic. This is what your boy said. Let's see, bring shame, pull down, dishonor all arrogant, put an end to their pride, right here, to neutralize all the hubris of grandeur, to discredit all the renowned men of earth. Hubris, okay? Now, let's see. Let me find, bear with me. Let's see. Hubris. Let's say, what's this guy's name that made the movie Titanic? His name was, Titanic movie. What's his name? Producer. Because if you follow, James Cameron is his name. If you follow who James Cameron is and his brother, that takes you into a whole different level of Illuminati, if you will. We'll do that later, if it be the Lord's will. Okay, so James Cameron, let's type this in. James Cameron, Titan, hubris. What did he say? It says, Titanic filmmaker James Cameron weighs in on the catastrophic Titan sub implosion. Surreal irony. It sounded bad. He used the word hubris. See if I can find it. Okay, he spoke on it. Let's see, 9 minutes. Let me see. Let's check these out. I'm gonna try to keep this short.
I think I was unaware that they weren't certified. This father and son on Father's Day, paid $500,000 to go down in this thing. Holy crap! It's just tragic, and it's horrific, and it's unnecessary. There are acoustic networks around. Some are research, some are intelligence. We got confirmation within an hour that there had been a loud bang at the same time that that comms were lost. A loud bang on the hydrophones, loss of transducer or transponder, loss of comms. I knew what happened. Sub imploded. I sent emails to everybody I know. I said, we've lost some friends. The sub has imploded. It's on the bottom in pieces right now. I sent that out Monday morning. We may go into hazardous environments like hydrothermal vents, or even to a wreck like Titanic or Bismarck or some of the other wreck sites, which are dangerous from an entanglement standpoint or a structural collapse standpoint. But you never worry about the vehicle, the platform that you're in, and you certainly don't worry about implosion. There's never been an implosion. I never believed in that technology of wound carbon fiber, wound filament, cylindrical hull. I thought it was a horrible idea. I wish I'd spoken up, but I assumed somebody was smarter than me, because I'd never experimented with that technology, but it just sounded bad on its face because we make pressure hulls out of contiguous material, steel, titanium, ceramic, acrylic. And so you can model it, you can do finite element analysis of it, and you understand the yield properties, you understand the number of cycles that it can take, but you can't do that with a composite material because it's two dissimilar materials, sort of blended together. And so we all knew that the danger was delamination and progressive failure over time with microscopic water ingress and fatigue, what they call cycling fatigue. And we knew that if the sub passed its pressure test, it wasn't going to fail on the first dive. It might fail on dive 7.
All right. Anyway, so I'm not finding that. Let me see. Cameron. So let me put James Cameron. Again. James Cameron, Pride, Hubris, Titanic, the Titan, T-I-T-A-N, G-R-A-G-E-D-Y. James Cameron says arrogance and hubris doomed, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's the word I'm looking for. Even this devil, right? Videos, let me see. Comparing, let's see. I want to hear him say it. I know that's asking a lot. Let's see. Arrogance. Oh, come on. Arrogance led. You gonna say it? He needed to die. Who needed to die? Wow. This YouTube, let's see.
So Ocean Gate shouldn't have been doing what it was doing. I think that's pretty clear. I wish I had been more vocal about that, but I think I was unaware that they weren't certified because I wasn't really studying it. I wasn't really interested. Stockton Rush asked me if I wanted to go out there and dive this season.
We just watched that, did we not? Anyway, hubris. Okay, I heard him say it, but anyway. Yeah. Yep. That right there. Let me see. Let's check Newsweek real quick. Maybe you'll see it right here. Bear with me. Oh, come on.
Titanic, these guys at Ocean.
One more. Try it again. Arrogance and hubris. The devil's protecting himself right now. He don't want the truth to come out. Come on now. So I can bear with me.
Starkly today, where the collective we didn't remember the lesson of Titanic. These guys at Ocean Gate didn't, because the arrogance and the hubris that sent that ship to its doom is exactly the same thing that sent those people in that sub to their fate. And I just think it's heartbreaking. I think it's heartbreaking that it was so preventable.
Okay, we got him saying it. All right, now with that, let's go back to not even God can sink this ship. What is that? Not even God. Exhibit Titanic Memorandum. What is this? Hubris. Not even God himself could sink this ship, right? Employee of the White Star Line at the launch. Okay. Let's see. So, yep. Videos. God himself could not sink this ship. Which one are we going for? Let's go for this. This is the arrogance and hubris of Esau.
I don't see what all the fuss is about. It doesn't look any bigger than the Mauritania.
You could be blasé about some things, Rose, but not about Titanic. It's over 100 feet longer than Mauritania, and far more luxurious. Your daughter is far too difficult to impress, Ruth.
So this is the ship they say is unsinkable.
It is unsinkable. God himself could not sink this ship. What?
There it is. Okay. That was the mantra. Okay. Hubris. All right. Now, from there we go here. This guy, whoever he was, let's see, 1254. Let's start it from the top and let's listen to this guy. All right, Titanic sub tourism expedition exclusive footage, my personal experience. This guy, one day ago, he puts up, he was on that same submersible. Okay, he went down, he tried to take the dive and they called it off because of rough waters. But he's telling his story in this situation. Okay? Now we're going to hear what he has to say up front. Then we're going to get an example of this guy who is the skipper, if you will, of the Titan that went down. The guy died. But this is an example of arrogance, pride, and hubris of this devil, right? Going back to what? Titan, Titanic, and God himself, right? So let's listen to this.
Dive wasn't canceled. It could have been me inside that submarine today. This is
Hold on.
With the whole world watching the rescue efforts of the missing submarine around the Titanic, I thought I'd share my experience of Mission 3 just a few weeks ago, and if my dive wasn't canceled, it could have been me inside that submarine today. This is a picture taken of Stockton Rush and I, the owner of Ocean Gate Expeditions, as I was weighing in for our sub dive for the day.
Here's the crazy devil himself defying the Most High. Again. Right? Stockton, this is the guy, the owner, I guess, CEO of Ocean's Gate, right? Heaven's Gate on the water, if you understand what that means.
And I have a chocolate chip cookie, 2 peanut butter jelly sandwiches, and of course my camera equipment so I can record and document my experience in the submersible. What you're about to watch is footage from Mission 3, days before the submersible went missing on Mission 5. It has taken place on the exact same ship, and I was also in the exact same submersible that is missing today. All the footage you're watching is either filmed by me or my beautiful girlfriend Kendall, who joined me for this adventure. For more behind the scenes footage, make sure you check out her social media.
Okay, so now we're going to go to 12. Right here. And we're going to listen to this hubris. Okay.
A lot of people don't know.
Now what this is when they couldn't launch on this, on Expedition 3, whatever this guy is calling it, the skipper is going to give you reasons why they didn't launch that day. Now listen to what this guy is saying. And then after that, here it is, you're battling with the elements that the Most High created. But you're so sure of yourself, you can go out there and do it anyway.
Out of here in a couple hours and kind of reset and try again tomorrow.
So it just didn't seem quite right, to put it bluntly.
Look how proud this devil is. Okay? Look how proud and arrogant he is. Not this dweeb right here, but listen to the skipper. Listen to him talk.
Computer system, we'll debrief about it here in a couple hours and kind of reset and try again tomorrow.
So it just didn't seem quite right, to put it bluntly, and that's why I called it. But mostly because we've got to find out what this control problem is. That's sort of important, controlling the sub.
That's sort of important, controlling the sub. What did you use to control it? This is the arrogance and hubris, and just this guy is just super smart.
Out there on the platform investigating that computer system, we'll debrief about it here in a couple hours and kind of reset and try again tomorrow.
To find out what went wrong.
It just didn't seem quite right, to put it bluntly, and that's why I called it. But mostly because we've got to find out what this control problem is. That's sort of important, controlling the sub. It's up there with life support. And so we'll be working tonight on that. And if anybody'd like to help out, we're going to charge up the platform as well. So we'll do the low pressure air. We're going to go swap the pods and see if we can follow the problem. to diagnose where it is. We have spare control pods. They're not the easiest things to change. So we'd have to pull the sub alongside and have the ship lift them. And yeah, Kyle, can give you a little. Let's get a little rundown here.
Yeah, there's orange two halves there, kind of the sphere. There's one on either side. That's kind of what we're focusing on right now.
They're the brains. So inside the pod are motor controllers, a switch, some power supplies, some relays, and so it gets data from the sub, and it was not consistently communicating. So it worked a lot, and then all of a sudden it stopped wanting to talk. That could be a wiring problem. It could also be a problem with one of the switches or components inside there, or wiring related to that. These things, we've been using them now for 3 years, so they've been pretty durable, but you never know. So we'll be spending much of the evening working on that. If anyone would like to be out on the platform, raise their hand and come on up, or talk to me afterwards. But we can run some shifts out there.
Your guess is
The pride of this devil.
mine. I'm not too sure exactly if this is the main reason why the tragic incident happened and everyone lost their lives. It could have been anything. Long story short, every day they did have some problems, and we tried to fix every little thing to make sure everything was perfect for our opportunity to dive.
So basically, they went out to go dive, and they never dove because things were just jacked up. Now, I want you to hear this one more time, what he says. He's going to put controlling the ship up there with life support. He's going to equate the controlling of the ship to life support. Listen to the pride on this devil. And then I want to show you how a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Listen.
Hours and kind of reset and try again tomorrow.
So it just didn't seem quite right, to put it bluntly, and that's why I called it. But mostly because we've got to find out what this control problem is. That's sort of important. Controlling the sub, it's up there with life support.
Controlling the sub is up there with life support. One more time.
That's sort of important.
Controlling the ship is up there with life support.
Control problem is. That's sort of important. Controlling the sub, it's up there with life support. And so we'll be working tonight.
Okay. Now, with that said, let's go to, what was it? 24? 24. Watch this. Slovakia. See, the devil is trying to interrupt. Just bear with me, because the devil can't win. Oh my gosh. He's putting some wickedness out there. What are we at? 24. Okay. Let's see what we got.
Using to control the submarine.
What are you using to control the submarine? Well, controlling the ship is up there with life support, right? A double-minded man. These are just some of the things that I saw. Go back and watch this, because it brings some reality into whatever psyop or whatever reality this thing was. This dude could have been set up. He's so obviously stupid, right? Here he is in his tin can. Here am I floating in my tin can, right? He's got a joystick. This nigga got an Atari controller. And his fate and the fate of these other lives are in the hands of a joystick controller.
He's going to go pull the mechanical lock, and we're going to see how the pneumatic lock is doing. So there's a chance we'll pop off.
Still no pings from the top side.
Hey, Stockton, what are you using to control the submarine?
Dead.
What are you using to control the submarine?
Hey, Stockton, what are you using to control the submarine?
Hey, Stockton. His name is Stockton. Stockton, what are you using to control the submarine?
Stockton, what are you using to control the submarine?
He's so proud.
there's a chance we'll pop off.
Still no pings from the top side?
Hey, Stockton, what are you using to control the submarine?
Dead.
Serious. That's some serious shit. Oh boy. Okay, Salakia. I went off on a tangent. Forgive me. Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna get. How about this? Why did they die? Let's see if I can get this right. Um, evil. What is it? Evil in the city. So lucky. Bear with me. What's going on? Shall there be evil? Shall Salakia, shall there be evil? And the Lord, Amos 3 and 6, should know that by heart. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city or in a submarine, and the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai hath not done it? How did these guys die? Right? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord hath not done it? How about the issues from whatever? I'm not gonna get it. Bear with me. It's not going the way I want it to. Issues of Psalm 68 and 20. Bear with me. And we'll go ahead and close. Psalm 68 and 20. He that is our power is the power of salvation. And unto the Most High, the Lord, belongeth the issues from death. All right, so what happened here? All right, the Most High, man's goings are of the Lord, right? Well, the Most High did what? He made this nigga put a Atari 2600 joystick as the controller of his
Pop off.
Still no pings from the top side?
Hey, Stockton, what are you using to control the submarine?
There it is. One more, we'll close it. Pride. Hubris. Cometh, right? Before. How come I can't get nothing to come up? Goes. Proverbs 16 and 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before before a fall, an implosion, a misfortune. Disgrace is before ruin, and pride of spirit before misfortune. Okay, so this devil, right? Puffed up. Daniel 5 and 20. But when his heart is lifted up and his mind hardened in pride, he was deposed from his kingly throne, and they took his glory from him. That's close enough. This is describing Esau. All right? That pride, all right? Most High don't like that. A proud spirit, a proud look, right? 6 things. Is it in the Apocrypha? The Lord doth hate. That's in Ecclesiastes. Oh boy, gonna make me work here. Proverbs 6. How come none of it comes up, right? We'll close on this. There be 6 things, 6 and 16. These 6 things doth the Lord hate, yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. Let's look at these 7 things. A proud look. All right? A proud look. That's all we need. Let's see a proud look. This is a proud look. What was it? 14. Watch the folding of the arms. Watch this guy fold his arms in a proud look.
Debrief about it here in a couple hours, and kind of reset and try again tomorrow.
So it just
That's a proud look. Look at this. He fold his arm. Watch him fold his arms.
In that computer system, we'll debrief about it here in a couple hours, and kind of reset and try again tomorrow.
So
his ass is dead. Okay. Went heads up with the Most High to fight against God. Let's see. Let me see. Acts 5 and 39. See, there are depths that you can't go to, right? And from what I understand, they weren't even going to the Titanic. They were going somewhere else. Acts 5 and 39. But if it be of the Most High, you cannot overthrow it, lest ye lest haply ye be found even to fight against the Most High. When you offer a challenge, not even God can sink this, right? What is it? If you can measure heaven, see there are all these here we go. There are all these challenges, and this is one of those challenges. You can't see, and this devil, he thinks he's slick too. Jeremiah 31 and 37. Let me read 36. Okay? Because there are challenges in this thing. Jeremiah 31 and 36. Let's look. If those ordinances depart from before me, saith the Lord, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever. Esau's like this. What did he say? That's a challenge. If we can meet that challenge, we could take these niggas out. Thus, saith the Lord, if the heaven above can be measured, the Hubble Space Telescope, and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath, okay, what does that mean? Let's look at this. The foundations of the earth searched out beneath. I will also cast off all the seed of Israel for all that they have done, saith the Lord. That's a challenge to Esau. Okay. Foundations of the earth. Let me see, what am I looking for? I'm looking for the sea. Heaven above, the foundations of the earth. How about the depths? The deep. Oh, just lock it there with me. I'm kind of just going in the spirit, so. Let me look real quick. Let me run a search. Bear with me. That's the, let me see. I think that's it. I'm not going to go any further because the sea cannot be measured, right? Okay. Only if the heavens above can be measured and the foundations of the earth below searched out will I reject all the descendants of Israel because of all they have done. All right. So that falls into the depth of the sea as well. All right. Foundations of the earth below. All right. So and this devil will try anything, right? He will try anything, and that's what he's doing. Anyway, the hubris, right? The hubris of this devil. Right there. Matter of fact, let's use this. Let's use this proud look. Slovakia. I'm going to use this proud look as the thumbnail. Pride and hubris. All right, so with that, we hope that the elect are edified. Sorry for going so long. You brothers and sisters, shalom.